Formal charge calculations. So let's draw polyatomic anions and cations and calculate the formal charge. The formal charge formula is formal charge is equal the number of valence electrons minus number of lone pair electrons minus half times number of bonding electrons. Okay, this is the formula for the formal charge. Let's find out. First, carbonate polyanion. CO3 charge is 2 minus. So carbonate structure is double bonded oxygen and 2 single bonded oxygen like this. And single bonded oxygen, 2 lone pairs on the oxygen, and charge is 2 minus. Like this. This is carbonate resonance structure. Now let's calculate the formal charge on this. I'll name B and C. So oxygen A, formal charge is number of valence electrons for oxygen. Oxygen in group 6. Group number is equal to number of valence electrons. So 6 minus number of lone pair electrons on the oxygen. So 2, 4. There are 4 valence lone pair electrons minus half times number of bonding electrons. This is a double bond. So double bond contains 4 electrons. So one line means 2 electrons. There are 2 lines, 4 electrons. So half times 4. Then the answer is 6 minus 4 is 2. And this is 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. 0 formal charge on this C oxygen, double bonded oxygen. Now let's calculate the oxygen formal charge on A and B. So OA, this is OC, OA is equal 6 same number of valence electrons minus number of lone pair electrons 6 minus half times bonding electrons. Now we have a single bond, 2 electrons. So 6 minus 6 is 0, 0 minus 1, the charge is minus 1. And the same for the oxygen B, this oxygen, 6 valence electrons minus 6 lone pair electrons, half times bonding electrons 2. So 6 minus 6, 0, 0 minus 1, minus 1 is the charge. So the formal charge here, minus 1, and this is 0. Okay. Let's try another one to calculate the formal charge. Nitrate. So we'll draw nitrate. NO3 minus. Nitrate same like carbonate, double bonded oxygen and two single bonded oxygen. So nitrate I will name same way A, B and C, and let's calculate the formal charge on the nitrogen too. So first calculate nitrogen formal charge. Nitrogen in group 5, so 5 valence electrons minus no lone pairs on nitrogen, then 0 minus half times bonding electrons. So this is a double bond, 4 electrons, single bond 2 electrons, and another single bond 2 electrons. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the formal charge on nitrogen is 5 minus 0, 5. 5 minus 4 is plus 1. Now let's calculate the double bonded oxygen or C. 6 valence electrons, 4 lone pair electrons minus half times bonding electrons 4. Then 6 minus 4 is 2, 2 minus 2 is 0. 0 charge on this oxygen. And then OA oxygen, 6 valence electrons minus lone pair electron 6 minus half times bonding electrons 2. So here formal charge is -1. And same for OB oxygen. 6 minus 6 half times 2. Formal charge is again -1. So let's draw the formal charge on this oxygen. -1, -1. This is 0, and on nitrogen +1. So now you can see on the nitrate whole anion charge is -1 because +1 cancel the 1 minus. So 1 minus is remaining. That is the 1 outside the anion. NO3 1 minus. Okay. So let's calculate one more on hydrogen cyanide. Hydrogen cyanide HCN this is hydrogen cyanide, octet around carbon, and then nitrogen is octet. So let's calculate first on carbon the formal charge. Formal charge is equal, the valence electrons carbon is 4 minus number of lone pair electrons 0 on carbon minus half times bonding electrons. So this is a triple bond, 6 electrons, and single bond 2 electrons. So total is 8 electrons. So this is 4 minus 0, 4 minus 4, 0. 0 charge on carbon. Now let's calculate formal charge on nitrogen. 5 valence electrons minus lone pair electrons 2 on nitrogen minus half times bonding electrons 6. So 5 minus 2 is 3. 3 minus 3 is 0. So here formal charge on this is 0 and carbon 0. Let's try another one. So next one I'm going to select bromate, BRO3 1 minus. So let's try bromate with 3 single bonds, 3 single bonded oxygen, and there should be a lone pair to give octet to the bromine. So each oxygen there are 3 lone pairs and charge is 1 minus. So all 3 oxygens are same. Let's calculate formal charge on one of the oxygen. 6 valence electrons minus 6 lone pair electrons minus half times bonding electrons. So the charge is 1 minus on each oxygen. Now let's calculate a formal charge on Br. 7 valence electrons because bromine in group 7, 7 valence electrons minus lone pair electrons 2 minus half times bonding electrons 1, 2, 3. There are 3 bonds, 2 electrons in each bond, then 6 electrons. So 7 minus 2 is 5, 5 minus 3 is plus 2. So on bromine plus 2 charge. So plus 2 cancel with 2 minuses, the remaining charge minus 1, that is the one on the BRO3, bromate. So bromate, this is ClO3 minus chlorate, the same. And then next one is iodate, IO3 minus. Bromate, chlorate, iodate, same structure and the same way the formal charges. Minus 1 on oxygen and plus 2 on the central atom. Now I hope you are knowing how to calculate the formal charge on any of the polyatomic ions.